hours of cleaning, and we got this. All I gotta do now is put it together. First thing first, shift rod. I got it in, got the new seal in, 22 mil wrench, just like that, and then you hammer it on, and yep, seems to be good. Next thing to do, drop the diff in, make sure that speedometer cable is not broken, tab is spinning, check that over. Next thing to do, gotta drop these two together. Go. Magnets always work. Here's what I mean. Yeah, there's one here, and next one goes right in here. And magnet always work. Put them in like that, and here's it go. And go side. So go like this, slide it, find the hole, come on, and that's it. And the second one's in as well. Okay, now start your way from this end towards back, and just start pushing these balls, and eventually you'll get everything to line up how you have to. This bad boy first.
Have you ever thought, what if this is all just a dream? I dream about things way beyond this atmosphere. You stop trying so hard. You surrender to the knowing that you
I got everything how it's supposed to be, and just tight these 3 bolts up, and I should have all the gears. So I checked all my gears. I got all 5 gears, 5 reverse, so everything works good. It's kind of hard to shift because you have these old rods that want to go together. That's why you have them springs and check balls on top. I'll show you right now. I got new gasket. I am going to run RTV small line all the way around, put the gasket, some more RTV, and then put the case. Even with the new gaskets, these are just a paper gasket. I've seen them leak, they're not perfect, so that's where RTV comes in handy. Just a small tinny line, put the gasket, put the case, tight everything down, then I can start putting upper piece, put the 5th gear back in, and the transmission should be ready. Got all these bolts tight. I had a mixed feeling about that gasket sticking up, so I did shave off that top. Didn't do the bottom. I don't care about the bottom. At least when somebody goes underneath the Yugo, they'll see that that transmission has been resealed again. So Got all these bolts back in. One thing I'm gonna do is put new throwout bearing and paint this spring and that lever. Next thing to do is I got new O-ring here as well. Put this piece back in and flip it around and keep going. Gotta put the rest of this, reseal that, and this transmission will be dry by tomorrow, so I can install it in that car that's been waiting. Okay, got a couple of these snap rings that hold everything in place. Here. Yeah, I'm reusing these nuts. I know I'm not supposed to, but I don't have new ones, so
But have you ever thought, what if this is all just a trick? I dream about things way beyond this atmosphere. You stop trying so hard. And you surrender to the knowing that you don't know anything.
for the shift forks, 1, 2, 3, 3 springs, 3 check balls, 3 springs. Check balls are right in here, and 3 springs. Close that up, and that's it. I'm done. This thing is gonna go back on the car tomorrow. I should have just left that. Now, bring it up a little bit. This transmission should shift really nice, and there you have it. Freshly resealed, rebuilt, good to go. Got the transmission back in. Filled both of these motor mounts with polyurethane. About to change my clutch cable, which broke off as soon as I started moving it. Not the easiest thing to remove, honestly. It would be just easier if you remove the brake booster, but it can be done. So in order to remove that 10mm socket, 1/4 inch, and just put that on and keep working until you get it out. Just got my clutch cables. I had 4 clutch cables and I never paid attention because they were all packed up, and there's a difference. This part right here all the way down to 86, 87, 86, and these are just a clip-on. The one I just got, it says 2 bolt type. There's a flange here, it's got 2 screws. So this is the correct one. It's time to go put this on and test that clutch out and throwout bearing. I got that clutch brand new from somebody. Fits everything on, and I want to make sure it disengages nice when I push on that throwout bearing before I go any further. But this is how far I got. So yeah, that clutch cable, those 2 10mm screws, it's not the easiest thing to put, but it's doable. And I'm gonna adjust that, test that out, and just keep putting everything back together. before winter time comes, because I need to finish this thing up so I can sell it. So I had 3 bolts that were broken off, and I forgot to drill them and retap them before I redid the fuel tank, so I had to do it now. And I decided to re-drill them and retap them for a 1/4-inch bolt instead of these little metric that used to be there. And yeah, I did drill all the way through, and I had a bunch of stuff just catching all that metal shaving, plus I vacuumed the heck out of it. So now it's time to put this together. I got everything ready to go. New fuel pump, new screen, new hose, new connections. I didn't like the original, so I'm using these wires that came with the fuel pump. And now it's time to put that in, put new bolts and screw it in. Some of you might ask, are you afraid of that fuel leaking if you drill the holes all the way through? No, I'm not. What I do is just put some silicone in that hole, and once you tie these bolts up, those threads will take over that silicone, plugged up the holes, and no leaks. I've done it before, and I'm doing it on this one, so that's how it's gonna be. And no more broken bolts, plus these 1/4-inch bolts are way heavier duty, so whenever, if the fuel pump goes out, which I doubt it, they will. These are high quality pumps. I've used them for years, never had any one go bad. I got these rebuilt Bosch injectors with new O-rings tested. I tested them again. They use the same injectors for BMW motorcycles and bunch of other old Volvos, old Saabs, old Volkswagens, BMWs. They all use these same injectors. Picked these up pretty cheap. They're rebuilt. I have tested them. They flow really good, like they're supposed to, so I'm gonna be using these. Vaseline, of course. Lube all these O-rings, put them in, mounted them on, that's it. Then I got a brand new air temperature sensor that goes right inside, and I'm gonna start putting this back together. Got the right fuel hoses that I needed. Believe it or not, there is a difference. Carburetor version, 50 psi max. Fuel injection version, same size hose, 225 psi hose. Black, green. Always make sure you get the right one. And I need this one. Ordered this one, didn't pay attention, it was late at night. Don't ever order parts when you're tired, because I've done it before. I ordered wrong size tires before. So make sure that you get the right parts. This being a fuel injection, it needs this correct hose. I got my fuel tank back in. Still gotta put these bolts in, so now I'm gonna put new hoses, new fuel filter, hook everything up. Got everything hooked up. New fuel filter, new hoses. I didn't hook up return because I want to flush the system. Push the fuel towards the engine, loop it over there, bring it back here, and then flush the lines. So, but yeah, this thing works pretty good. And putting new fresh fuel back in, and yeah, one step closer.